Action.
My name's Tom. I am one of the producers on the Fantastic Flitcrofts.
Before you get onto set, what's the process you have to follow?
Well, I guess producer is a slightly strange role on set in that you don't have one specific role. A lot of your work as a producer is done before you get on set, in terms of setting up the film, getting the financing in place. I first started talking to Simon Farnaby, the writer, of this back in 2008, so it's 12 years ago. That is quite a long time to get the film off the ground, particularly right now with all the trying to shoot under coronavirus. There's an awful lot of planning that needs doing in advance because things keep changing as conditions change. So a lot of the time you're trying to work out, when should I be on set, when are the pinch points where I might need to sit, where are the things where I might need to just be there just to talk through things with the director, just to check things that maybe a few tricky scenes, or check that a few changes have gone into place, and then when can I go back and sort of be offset and be getting ahead with forward planning.
What's the biggest change COVID has affected in filming?
Biggest change is just the complications of logistics. Having to get a testing regime in place, and the worry of what happens if one of your main people on the film get test positive. Dealing with having to stop or rearrange your schedule or shut down completely, and not to mention the costs involved of masks, testing. So it's a huge extra expense, and it's a huge addition to the kind of logistics of putting together a film, which are kind of difficult in the first place.
Finally, for anyone aspiring to be a producer, what one tip do you have for them?
Man, one tip if you want to be a producer. It's difficult to know how you become a producer. There's no sort of definite clear way. People become producers through lots of different routes. But the most important thing is probably perseverance and belief in what you're doing. Because, like I say, we've been talking about this film for 12 years. So I would say perseverance and don't give up.
Background. And action. Turn.